Welcome, bow betters. Well, I normally try to avoid watching YouTube cappers prior to making my picks, but it was cool seeing Johnny K picks as well as Blood Money Bets do their live content. The guys are genuine and sharp, so I don't regret that. I usually try to avoid viewership because it skews my reads and I don't want to recapitulate someone else's reads or content. But this is fight science, but yet still a hard science, and science is to come to conclusions and demonstrable facts. Yet this is MMA and the fight game. No one predicts fighting as well as established principles, and no one has got it down to a genuine science. So we have a fairly predictable fight, you say. They fight alike, you say. Both fighters statistically are both similar, you say. Both guys have a hard time going 3 rounds. Both have one punch finishing power, and each can throw decapitating leg kicks. Well, that's this bout between an even money match between Abdul Razak Alhassan and Joaquin Buckley. Seems like a straight play, doesn't it? I presume this will be an even money match or switched by week's end. That's because we are betting on the same skill sets, the same probables, and each must win in this position. I think this card is full of losers go home. They're out of the UFC. I'm going to make this short and sweet, or at least attempt to. I'm also not going to speak to a lot of the stats that you see here. Despite Razak having a Taekwondo background, he is not a grappler. Buckley is a gym nomad with no grappling either. So this is a striker versus striker match where I give the takedown likelihood and maybe even the complete grappling advantage to Abdul Razak Alhassan. But this will be quick or tedious stand-up affair, just like William Knight and Buckley fought. They went last time to a dirty, ugly fight, just like I think most of this card is. I think Razak is slightly the stronger, the slightly quicker striker with no takedown defense either, against a brawler with no takedown defense. So on the feet, I think Abdul Razak Alhassan's offense is slightly more technical, but each of these guys has no defense. So it could be a who goes first more often. Not to go the distance is minus 286, and I don't want any part of that. And the over-under is set at minus 15, which I think is just bait. I'm avoiding each of these as I'm on Abdul Razak Alhassan, and so is G, the mattress guy. G has been on Razak from the original pairing. Razak KO'd Eliseo de Chirico via head kick, and De Chirico KO'd Buckley via head kick. So maybe a head kick karma comes into play. Yes, Buckley has power, but he swings hard and misses. This is G, the mattress guy's words directly, by the way, folks. Razak is now training with Usman at Elevation. Buckley, on the other hand, has been kicked out of every gym and not welcome to train with James Krause over there in St. Louis. The guy's just not welcomed anywhere. That's a bad sign if you can't find training partners and a stable gym. And if you're not a stable fighter, I think Buckley has that mental deficiency in some way, whereas Abdul Razak Alhassan accepted his losses, licked his wounds, and is coming back to try to redeem himself in the UFC, to the UFC, because he is an exciting fighter. And so is Joaquin Buckley, of course, the owner of one of the greatest knockouts ever. Buckley is a southpaw, and Razak is a conventional stance fighter. So it opens Buckley for the same head kick De Chirico KO'd him with. And if you look at Razak versus De Chirico, the KO happened when De Chirico was standing southpaw. So G, the mattress guy's reason for leaning on Razak Alhassan is mainly the kicks, but he, like I, think that Abdul Razak Alhassan is just better all around than Buckley. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments section. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Please subscribe, guys. It really helps out my channel. And you guys always know, if you've made it this far, you are a bout better.